How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to be announcing the winners of my 100 subscriber giveaway. And the way I'm going to be doing that is I'm going to be reading all the comments on the video that I announced it in, which was the 100 subscriber special. If you guys remember, because it was a long time ago and I've sort of been putting this video off, it was that I needed you to comment your funniest cubing moment. So this could be really anything funny related to cubing. So I'm going to read them all, react to them, and find the funniest one. This is not going to be my normal video style or anything like that. It's just going to be me reading them, and then I'm going to put some solves or something over this video. Alright, here we go. The first one is by Humble Cuber. He says, "My funniest cubing moment is when I brought a 2x2 miracle cube to school. I wouldn't let this kid in my class borrow it. He said he knew how to solve it, but I didn't believe him. He actually took the cube from my backpack, and in the middle of class he was trying to turn it fast and ended up popping. He thought he broke it, and as most non-cubers think when it pops, he literally said, and I quote, 'Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I will give you $20 for a new one.' And when I popped the piece back into the cube, he looked so shocked. Laughing face." Okay, that's pretty funny. That I've had that happen a few times when I'll start disassembling my cube. I'll be like in the presence of other people, and they'll be like, "Oh no, it's broken." Next comment is Buttery Cubes. He says, "Having my eardrums blasted out by funny song is a tradition now. I don't think this was meant to be an entry for the giveaway, but I guess having your eardrums blasted out by my outro music is your funniest cubing moment." Next is Kevin Got Josh YouTube. He says, "My funniest cubing moment is I've never figured out how to complete a cube, LOL." So I honestly had no idea who this was when they commented that, but then turns out it's this guy from my church, so that was pretty funny to realize that. Next comment is Siddharth Ram. They say, "My funniest cubing moment was in my second comp. Blind was going on, and I tried walking in and ended up smashing against the glass door. And when I said, 'ow,' everyone in the room shushed me." That's kind of funny that it happened during blind as well. Like, some good old physical humor and the thing of, you have to be quiet during blind. Which, I don't know, some of you might not know that because we haven't had competitions in forever, but when 3x3 blindfolded or the other blindfolded events or FMC is going on, you have to be quiet to allow competitors to focus. So it's funny that happened to be happening during blind. You tried to walk in and just, ow. Cam the Cuber says, "My funniest cubing moment was when I left a cube laying around and ended up sitting on it. It was painful but funny. Also, congrats on 100 subs." Thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Another sort of example of some physical whatever slapstick humor you want to call it. I really hope that wasn't a Pyraminx, because that would be just 1,000 times more painful than it already would be. Collier Cubing says, "My brother was touching my 4x4 and he was like, 'This is how you corner cut.' He then proceeds to turn the cube and all of the internals exploded out." Okay, I'm really surprised that happened. I've never had that big of an explosion on a 4x4. I can see that happening to Square One or something. Maybe even 3x3, but 4x4, I don't know. That's kind of rare, so that's pretty funny. Mr. McCubing says, "My funniest cubing moment was when I just started to cube and my cuber friend asked me what was the favorite thing that your non-cuber says. And I was said, the twisting corner cheating one. And then I proceed to ask how to solve a cube and say, 'Do you just twist the corner?' That's pretty funny, coincidence that you're talking about twisting corners and you asked how to solve a cube. Yeah, that's pretty funny." Connor Fu says, "My funniest cubing moment was when I said, 'How in the world do you pop a cube?' when I was watching a streamer and they popped their cube. Then, the next day, my cube popped." Okay, the karma on this one is pretty funny that you're like, how do you even get a pop on a cube? Because honestly, I can sort of relate to that. Sometimes it's like, there's no way my cube would pop, and then soon enough, not long after, my cube pops. So, yeah, this is pretty funny. The karma of you say that, and then it just happens the very next day. Next is Adrian Rivera Leon, and he says, "When I was in 7th grade, I watched Colorful Pocket's video on top 10 facts you didn't know about Felix Zemdegs. And like that kid I was, I literally believed all of it. Then when I was in class and the bell was about to ring, I told my teacher that the most common Australian name was Felix Zemdegs. He didn't hear me, and then the bell rang. I repeated myself, and the teacher said, "Huh? I can't hear you." And then I repeated myself once again, and then I just awkwardly walked off. Also, that same year when I was solving in computer lab, my friends saw me solving the pyramids in less than 10 seconds, and they were like, "What? You're a devil." And then the next solve was 6.66. So that second one was definitely like a very strange coincidence. And then the first one is kind of funny because I can actually kind of relate to that. So that video for me is kind of almost like a nostalgic video. I think I watched that video maybe like my first year or even like 6 months of cubing. So for those who haven't watched that video before, basically what it is, it's a joke video made by Colorful Pockets about all these facts about Felix Zemdegs, and they're all made up and they're all pretty ridiculous. Well, actually, they get slightly more ridiculous as you get through the video to the point where it's like it's obviously fake. But the funny thing was, I'm similar to this guy because basically I believe like all of it. Basically, I think maybe until like the fifth fact, and I was like, this sounds really weird. I don't think this is accurate. So that's pretty funny. Next is Noah cubing. He says, "My funniest cubing moment is when I first competed in 4x4. On my first official 4x4 solve ever, my old Chi mini thunderclap exploded 10 seconds into the solve. The pieces went everywhere, but I kind of caught them in my hands as it was falling apart." So that's actually the second 4x4 explosion that we've heard about today, but this one was during your first competition, so I bet that's kind of embarrassing for that to happen. It's kind of funny that you also had lightning quick reflexes and you caught them in your hands. And that, my friends, is all of the comments that were giveaway entries on this video. And one that wasn't really a giveaway entry, I don't think, but I just wanted to include it because it was funny. So, now it's time for the exciting part, for me to pick the winner of the $25 Cubicle gift card. So, drumroll please. I'm going to give this to Adrian Rivera Leon. So this one was pretty funny because I could relate to it myself with the Colorful Pockets video. I honestly kind of forgot that video existed until I read this comment, so that's awesome. And also, they left a bonus one, which none of the other people did. I mean, I didn't ask for it, but none of the other people did that. So I'm going to give this to Adrian Rivera Leon. Let me know in the comments of this video, if you're watching it, how I can send the gift card code to you, because I don't want to just like leave it in the comments. You can do like email or something else. Just let me know. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to end it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. I know this wasn't a typical video for me, and I also know I haven't been uploading a ton, but more uploads are on the way. I am going to be making a video about non-WCA cubes and non-WCA puzzles. That's like next on my list in terms of videos, and it's going to be a pretty good one, so make sure to stay tuned for that. And Adrian, if you're watching the video, please let me know how you would like to be contacted so I can send you the gift card code. And I think that's going to do it for today. So thank you guys for watching, and let's cue the outro music now.